The mixer was just off.
Because this is a professional setup.
All right.
Okay, I have my notes.
Very good.
There's no notes.
Welcome back, everyone. It has been a bit, but we're here with Final Fantasy 16. 24 hours in. Apparently 62% of the way through.
Of the game?
I don't know if that's like story mode or if that's
just this chapter.
like trophies. Well, trophies 20%, so no, 60%. Light Shadow Onyx, thank you for the 38 months.
I somehow don't quite trust a Japanese, like a JRPG, telling me that it's like 60% through. I just don't trust it. I feel like it's just hiding another 100 hours.
It's only Dragon Quest. Peanut Man, thanks for the 24 months. Veronica, thank you for the 37. Thank you for being awesome. We missed you guys too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we gotta destroy some crystals.
Yeah, we gotta kill our mom, but that's gonna be a bit.
Probably a bit.
We gotta mess up some other guys.
Cut off Titan's arms, but he's still hanging around.
Still step.
We took the power from him though.
Yeah.
So, not sure how much more of a threat he's gonna be, but maybe he'll be in like this mech thing next time we find him. Be like Axel or something.
If we just keep cutting off pieces of all of these dominants,
Yeah.
do you think after a while they'll just have to, like, just combine each other? Like, if they can combine all their power together, they'll combine their icons even to just like a.
I mean, that's us, right? Like, well, we are the combo.
We're the combo breaker. Like, we can summon them separately, but we can't like summon them all together. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress. Oh, this is the nurse. Never mind. She should talk like Bones and be annoyed. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. Again. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so it could heal. But not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he's disobeyed my direct instructions. Next time he comes in here for treatment, I'm going to tie him to the bed.
Kinky.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she
Jill doesn't have to be tied.
Rest.
Stays and lets us go fight against the hunt animals.
Well, Clive doesn't strike me as a guy that's very good at verbalizing his needs, so maybe he's like trying to get it across by his actions that he wants it.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I think we are all side quested up, and I believe we did all these as well.
Yep.
So I think we're ready to continue on with story stuff.
Little warhead floater guy.
That's a bunch of X's.
Nice. We gotta talk with Gav.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what's going on with
Our boy.
it's TR or something. Torgal. Yeah.
I keep wanting to call him Trodain, and I know that's not right.
Not right. That is the kingdom from Dragon Quest VIII.
Yeah.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
It's a good king.
Dread to think what happened.
Is he in our bedroom again?
No, he's in the library. Just looking around.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Yo, he's been such
Where
a
did you
good
get him?
boy.
Like, in the first place.
He just fell from the sky, you know.
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories.
Turns out he's a
They
prince
were
from
crossing
like
a
a wolf
snowfield
kingdom.
and they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the
Just
dominant
like the
of
Avatar.
Shiva, and the other?
Yeah.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers,
What?
Gosh, figures.
just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we
Mika's
thought.
here.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health.
He will live for
One of these has the
centuries.
appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Phrasing.
There you are!
It's moments like that that make me
I've been
think
looking everywhere for you.
I
Bernadette.
miss Persona.
I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
Did she finish her workshop?
I shall be a moment.
I hear hammering.
Here's Sod.
You're sighing. We finished the stairs.
Sometime later.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
So what do you make?
Don't know. Maybe she's the one that's gonna make us like fancy little like necklaces and upgrade some of that stuff.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Come on,
Thanks
Mid.
for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise. Thanks
Doesn't
for letting
sell
do
me
this.
stuff.
Where's my money?
No.
We need to begin work in earnest.
Bernard.
before, son.
She's the one that designed the water filtration system, right?
Oh, okay. So maybe she'll like
Bigger.
give us some faster elevators and stuff.
Yeah, we'll probably upgrade the hideout.
Fast travel system. I need an airship.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll wait till Midsummer Way to take a tour of the...
Can't
You're
be
thinking
Sid.
too small.
Can't be Sid without an airship.
Yeah, right? Oh, is she falling in love with anybody else?
Probably. No time.
No time for love? Then what's the point of fighting at all?
The XP.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Are we done talking?
Yes.
Are we? Scene? Line?
Sure.
Here.
Staring at
Would
her.
that be a problem?
Oh my.
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
He's watching us
You have
again,
nothing
Mother.
to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We I'm a guest.
A guest?
Who could it be?
I don't know.
Is it a whale? Or a fish or something? Oh.
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Uncle Byron?
Boy, run!
My boy!
He's gonna jump.
Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Now we're not gonna get any work done. It's like the party boat just drew up.
Alright.
Jeez. This island was like STD free until he just walked on board.
Meanwhile, the clouds are rough.
Yeah.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us.
What do you think, trophy
Of course,
wife?
none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
The way he says very good, it's like they practiced that for a couple hours before she got there.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
Dion?
That dude?
Check it out.
He's the,
Firstborn son and loyal subject
Dominant
of
Bahamut.
Emperor Silvestri, ruler of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, as well as leader of the Empire's most elite fighting force, the Dragoons. Dion is also the dominant of Bahamut, Warden of Light, and has oft been called upon to summon his icon in defense of his countrymen, most recently in the Year of the Realm 873, when Odin took to the field against them in the Battle of Belanistor.
So I have a question. Do the ruling families, do you suppose they just kill off their children until one of them pops out a dominant?
No, because there can only be one active dominant at a time, right? So you'd have to kill the dominant and have more kids.
I'm just saying, it's like the dominant that was apparently part of their family before Dion. Like after he died, would they have just been like, have as many kids as possible? Or like, I don't know, it just seems very useful that like they're following bloodlines.
Yeah.
Since especially we really haven't seen much of the story to explain why it follows bloodlines for some reason.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems really lucky. Maybe it's just paw armor.
I
me.
think it's just like it's just a commentary on ability, I think, right?
Yeah. They're just born with it.
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can.
Recognize that voice?
And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
And
As much as I would enjoy witnessing a
harmless.
clash between Bahamut and Titan, It is not to be.
But maybe not harmless.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
People? Oh, you mean...
There will be losses, it is
peons.
true.
Is this actually a good guy?
Yet for every citizen who falls,
Are we the
another can be
baddies?
bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
I feel like for a fact you should have reversed those lines.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Why is Dion Bahamut, but his name is an acronym, or not an acronym? His name scrambles to be Odin.
I don't know. Also, did he just like...
Get high off that flower?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's called King's Breath or whatever.
Eat this.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Third chair for the prince.
If that is
It's
your
probably
wish,
his chair.
your
Oh, wait,
Radiance,
you're right. Probably the prince.
I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
Thank you, Sleepy Otaku, for the 11 months. Nearly a year indeed.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Maybe you should make him do all these terrible things.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Is she Annabella?
Brother Dion, get the tables.
Dang it, Rick.
Thank you, Camertages, for the 32 months. Hello, John Wick. Number 5.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
All right.
Go.
Let's go party with Unc.
The little ones have been up to their old
It's
tricks
just one thing
again.
after another around here.
An elevator. Where's Torgal?
He's hanging out with his dominant of Shiva.
He's eating the librarian's nuts still.
Apparently.
Yep.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the dear Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Look, I'm a lord of House Rossfield. Jeez.
Right.
Get all gooey-eyed over
my
me.
dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there?
Grab my
There are
things.
2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
2,000? Poor Gab.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Thank you, John Wick, for the gifted sub.
Last time.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
That.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us
Having
say
your
that the
arms off
Royalists
something you can
did
bend?
put ashore with a mind to
There's
spirit
enough
Kupka
magic.
away from under your
You
very
have enough
nose.
of the
Could that
poor
truly have been their
slave
plan for
people
him?
burn themselves
To
out.
load him aboard one of the
to
ships
heal you.
flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde.
We still took his
To spend
icon there,
weeks
right?
at sea,
I mean, we
being
took a
tossed hither
chunk
and
of its
yon
power,
by
but he still
unforgiving
got it.
waves. His life hanging in the balance.
He's still a dominant.
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow
Benedicta
it.
wasn't, though.
So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Well, that's good, because that's probably what's going to come to.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
Oh wait, you're going
I'd be
all
glad
the
of the
way to
company.
the thing?
Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
All right.
He's got a slight John Cleese lilt to the way he talks.
Think you could tilt that TV a little bit?
Yeah. Which one?
Keep going. There you go. Yep.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, that's That's fine.
And how may I assist you today? What is it that you wish to learn?
Can view the state of the realm, learn more, visit any of the lessons. Don't want to revisit the lessons.
No, thank you.
Here's the latest information I have.
The main protagonists. Friends. Protector. This is cool.
Sworn to serve.
Sworn to serve.
Sir Wade and Sir Tyler.
Okay, so that's going this way.
Trained Rodney Murdoch. He dead.
He is dead.
Archduke and the Duchess got married. Ambrosia is a bird. A bid.
Us. Right. Now here we go.
Mysterious stranger.
Dead. Puppy.
What the heck is this?
Icon battle.
Oh, this was on the wall of the office as they were making this game to help keep them straight.
This is like a super simplified version of the timeline in 13 Sentinels.
Yeah.
Interesting though. So we are here. Ah, we know he's a Frostwolf now.
Whee.
This is cool.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
I like this.
Oh, neat. You can actually change the timeline.
That is cool.
Yeah, she's at that one town.
Yeah, but why is she
Why is she here?
part of the grand cast?
Richard.
What?
She's worth. She has worth. What about mysterious being?
I mean, it's Ultimate,
Creepy
right?
as heck.
Well, it's not called Ultimate, though.
Wait, go back to
Ultimate different?
It was. It was. Go back.
What?
See? Ultima. Right at the top.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Alright.
Let's proceed.
Flatters.
Study it well, Clive.
Clive is a hammer, and he's found a nail.
Circles around. Right.
Wait, are we supposed to actually make choices about this stuff?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thus ends today's.
That would be
It's
cool,
starting
though.
to look more like a risk map. than that
Dynasty
was
Warriors
starting
4 Empire style.
With a little help.
Choose lands to invade.
Of course.
I'll go straight to Otto, I guess.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't
Gonna be a
risk it more than I
rematch?
have to. I promise.
The lands around the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her.
Think we get
since
another
he
party
died.
member?
But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in
Depends on
mind.
what the old Sid was doing with her in that inn.
What about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Just party?
Maybe.
Yeah. He's very distracted. He got all of the, charisma that we missed out on.
Never played a Final Fantasy game? Wow, there's a lot of them out there to choose from. I think 7 is probably the best starting point. And there's a reason that it launched JRPGs in the West, really. Like, there was Final Fantasies and Dragon Quest and stuff before that, but Final Fantasy 7 really revolutionized. Like, it was such a major hit. It really opened people's eyes to JRPGs.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come,
Oh.
let us away to
I was not ready to
adventure.
depart. It's a damn shame. Hold on.
Are we supposed to go get our friends?
No, I was just gonna check on, like, equipment and stuff, but
I'm sure we've taken care of that,
yeah,
right?
there's probably nothing.
We were just fighting tons of things last episode. Weeks ago.
Alright, off to the desert.
Will we find the desert mouse? I mean hare. I mean rat. The
Hare.
desert rat. Hare. All animals are cooler when you say desert in the front of it. Like, it just makes them seem cool.
I was a young man when last I
Rommel,
walked this
desert
path.
fox.
The desert bear.
Oh, I bet Torgal's and I having a good time.
Oh gosh, a frost wolf. He shouldn't have
There's an
come.
old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
He can use Aether though.
The
So
trading post it is.
he probably magically cools himself or something.
Uncle probably shouldn't just, like, hang around with us, right? Like, he's still undercover, kinda.
Yeah,
Pretending to be on the side of the baddies.
and we are in the wilderness, I guess.
Jaunty music. It looks open and vast.
Our destination lies over that dune.
Imagine we're gonna be
beyond
quite
the
limited.
ruins.
I like
Welcome,
your
well,
uncle.
Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
My bearings
that
everywhere.
dune.
Sands or no. Alright. Let's get some scorpion tails. Let's get back into this combat before it actually matters.
Let's see what our uncle does. Is he gonna combat?
It's been a bit.
Nope. I
I
think
do
he
not.
just.
There
He
it
is! Look! Uncle's doing stuff!
That's a thing. Oh yeah, then we got this now. Bam! It's a tough one to use.
Yeah. You gotta stay still for so long, don't you?
I do like to look at it. Raging Fist is just like
Many years ago,
Just go
when
ham,
you were
right?
just a boy, you and I rode this way together. Accompanying your father on a
That's a
scouting
big-
expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so
Okay, he's talking
eager
during the
to be
fights.
there when
Yeah.
your brother arrived.
It's nice that something's happening.
Whipped your
Fights.
Chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
Oh,
I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
his voice really carries.
yeah, it does.
You've got some, like, fast run. Dead by like. Just go over there and stomped it.
Kill Stealer. You have Chocobo. Does Uncle have Chocobo?
Yeah, remember we summoned Chocobo friends whenever we get on our Chocobo.
Yeah.
The friends.
Alright. Let's drift.
Oh, just follow the tracks. There's tracks we can follow. They look cool. See?
Yep.
2 tracks go in, 1 track goes out. Pick up that stuff.
Trying. 10 kill was not worth breaking my stride.
I think it's those people that we were following their tracks.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Again, here we want side quests.
Oh, you're gonna rob them?
Looks like something up there.
Yeah, go around the little block thingy. There's probably like a. Oh, there's
How?
a fight.
This game.
there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Wait, have you been here
Do
too,
you know,
Uncle?
this heat has given me quite a thirst.
Yeah, he said he's...
Quick drink before we press on?
It's been forever since he's walked this road. Come on. There's Chocobo's right there. Take him a little closer.
You gotta have this scene, Rick. Look at it.
What's he unhappy about?
Look, there.
Are
Those
you
are Ashen's
Chocobos?
deeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
It always weirds me out when like someone other than the main character tells like the dog character to like run and play, because it always feels like a "they're going to betray you" moment.
We went into assassin mode, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Man, our clothes look so hot.
I know. If only we looked as hot. Just rest it on the point?
Yes.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
Chocobo soup.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
That means they eat the chocobos.
Would you rather be my squire?
Charcuterie. Actually, kind of surprised that they're serving like, you know,
That'd be-
those sort of cheeses
Like
in the
they-
desert.
Yeah. That'd be the equivalent of like horse stew, right?
Yeah, but like horse stew's supposed to be good, right?
Horse stew?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Horse?
No.
Why isn't the horse?
Terrible.
Does the horse taste good?
Too muscly.
I don't know. I've never had it.
It's the reason, like, you read in the history books and you know times are desperate when they're eating the horses. It's not like the choice.
Oh my gosh, she's here too!
Seems that way.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
What's that big door?
It's a well balanced door too. She only opened it with one hand. Go downstairs. Your brother's having dinner.
You think she'll recognize us?
I don't think she's ever met us.
Yeah, she like seems to have met Joshua after he left us. And by he left us, I mean we brutally murdered him.
And he came back to life. Maybe.
As Phoenix do.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our
That's
guest
what the
back to
Harkonnen
hang
thought
without
too.
any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
God, Uncle,
Uncle.
weren't you gonna shut up?
Let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
You ruined this, Uncle.
Uncle's such a pain in the butt. He only knows how to party at one volume.
But hey, at least this fight breaking out.
Uncle.
Gonna maybe alert Joshua
Sorry.
that we're here.
No, this is where the desert hare steps in and solves everything.
Genie. 3 wishes.
God, she couldn't even see us because it was just like, thank goodness for that bookshelf, I guess.
She didn't even get to see the fire.
We should go.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Hey.
These crazy Rothsfields are causing trouble. Oh, okay. She's gonna check it out.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Look at that guy back there. Just trying to stay in camera as long as possible. He eats like a pig. Oh my gosh. They're probably gonna be like, no, you know what? Never mind.
We don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
I love him. I love him now. He's gonna sit there and drink, isn't he? Are we gonna hear chewing noises the whole fight?
Take him.
Try it.
Okay, so like if our brother can't tell that the Phoenix's protector is downstairs using Phoenix powers right now.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
That's hilarious. Just like that, boy. Drink. I like it when we get levels up and they go to round numbers. Makes me happy. Proceed.
Bloody hide. Oh man, we
Got a bunch.
skinned those dudes.
And we just took their stupid clothes. What? Oh, sorry.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Let's see how it went upstairs. Your Grace.
Dude summoned a tornado.
Run away! What? Oh, who took him?
Took him.
Now's our
He's
chance.
right there.
Oh.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Looks like a tornado's been through here. brother!
Come on, Clive, you can do it. Keep running. Kick.
Torgal can sniff him out.
Yeah. I'm surprised Torgal's not with him right now. He never ate his carrots.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
I was trying to think if there's like a food that, like, if I was looking for one of my siblings and I found a plate of food with one uneaten part, like, what food would it be?
Well, with Calvin, it would be everything.
At one time, it would have been like all the ends of the fries for you.
It's true.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
Looks precarious. Ha ha!
Just gonna say, this must be a universe where Link doesn't exist.
Yeah!
Cracking pots everywhere.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Go over that
It
hill.
would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Only 4 of them.
By force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
Yeah,
By
sure.
guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
Sid likes sugar mamas.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Guess so.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Anything I can interest you in? Thank you for your
I'll pull up.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
To the bat.
Thank you.
Maybe that was just a dig on how we smell.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
As I told you, your uncle got all the charisma.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, Where would you recommend that I look?
That sounds suspicious.
Incredibly suspicious.
Find a
It's
study
like,
this side of the
who
strait.
has the most money
Yeah,
I
there's
can
anything,
steal?
honestly. But he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said
Yeah,
Sid's
but,
contact
like,
was likely to
you
be
didn't
an
know Sid,
influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back.
Man, it
to
almost
this
sounded like
thing.
Uncle was hitting on us for a second.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times?
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
I'd like to go to the smithy.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Oh, we just talked to a merchant, right?
It's a terrible bath. Can barely fit in there.
Babe. Babe. Baths are rooms. They would not just be out in the open, they get dirty.
Smith.
Let's talk to Ferda then.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Come on, Uncle. Say
Silver
something.
platters, just like. Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
No, I'm Sid. I am friend. Line them up. Line them up. Line them up. Line them up. Damn.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious. They have tornadoes all the time in the desert. I'm sure no one's gonna notice.
There it goes.
I like that little.
Hello, donkey.
Hey, Gilbugs. Of course, they're all fine. It's fine.
Who are you working for? Him or her? Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
I would have that guy played by
To the
David
Lock of
Niven.
Leisure, then.
He was
To the
the
Lock of Leisure.
cat burglar in the Pink Panther movie. The first one. Just the ultimate of, like, you know, debonair British.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be
The finest fabric.
Is this the place? The War's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Delamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect. See that he gets it.
Let me go shopping first.
Maybe if we do the quest first,
Lord,
it'll give us
Lord
better
Ferda told me to bring them to you.
prices.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
Prince of Persia.
He's pretty cool.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
Or do this
Just
quest.
be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
Already kicked your butt once, dude.
What do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble's that, then?
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word
On
of
my way
advice
to
in
being a
recompense.
graybeard.
Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Walks outside and calls for the guards.
It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Fair, Uncle is probably a couple beers deep.
Couple.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil.
Oh, we probably gotta like.
Master Lubor has high expectations of you.
The misfortune Dalamel finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiry.
Probably have to solve several different quests. At the other side where we were before, there was someone saying like, the crystal delivery's over. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, at the gate.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well...
Oh, damn. Wait. Did I say green? Thought I saw a side quest marker.
Needed to a silken softness.
You will
Lovely.
believe how much you gain. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Edit them.
Speak with more townspeoples. Once you go flat, don't
The most
go
fragrant
flat.
herbs and spices.
A deposit.
Talking about the bread, I think.
I think so. Right there.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
We're drunk. Of course, I'll go with you to drinks. Bang.
The juiciest meat from
The old hunting drinks.
for more.
What was all that crashing and banging about before? Some out of...
It's you, the
Yeah.
one who broke all our furniture.
We paid for
What
it.
do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
He's occupied.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll go and fetch him.
Which door are you gonna hammer on first? We should get our dog to tell us which way to go.
Tried.
Will this suffice as a deposit? By the sands. That's a black pearl. One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Sneaky sneakies. Don't beat him up.
Push those kids. Don't sit on the wall. Dangerous. Gotta teach them a lesson.
By pushing
Care
them
to
off?
explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it.
Honey and
And I
damselflies.
do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld.
Oh my gosh.
That's enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere.
Sounds about right.
And pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe
Just
that
say it a bit
fool
louder.
off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
They're gonna rob you, dude.
Perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Cactar.
Oh
yeah, we're in the desert. Fight those things.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Ways off.
Who's this?
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
I'm gonna drown myself in the river.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of possessions.
It's all the fault of this blasted war.
The moment they find out.
How
get
do
out
we
of
get
here?
there?
Open up the overmap. Open up the overmap. Fast travel to the blue thing. There.
You think?
Yes, do it right now.
Why is the tavern shut?
Now we can escape.
Ready, go?
Right, let's go. Let's go over the hill.
Yeah, to the left slightly.
Oh, I didn't want to break. Drift.
It's so hard to watch when you're just swinging the viewpoint back and forth like crazy. Do you need to jump over that? Oh, it's video.
I'll take it from here.
It's your money. Do you think Uncle's gonna die?
Nope.
That's a lot of crystals. Jeez.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Don't stab him. There's a lot of crystal.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty.
Via the black market.
Being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Right.
No, that's a because private guard guy. He's not gonna last long.
No. No, he's not.
The dogs have been through the air like Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Alive.
Stay down.
Well, better kill that. Bastard.
Done.
How is that guy alive? His life bar was empty.
Kabam!
They should beat those guys up with Titan's own powers.
Oh, yeah?
Because it would really, like, freak them out.
Alright. Are there any left? There's one. Way over here.
Oh. Who's he casting Cure on?
Self, I guess. Oh, I forgot I had to hold it. Not very mobile.
Hey, his bird's attacking.
Damn bird!
That was pretty cool.
more. Haha!
That's pretty cool.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Cha-ching.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Why didn't you bring a wagon? Did you think we'd get the job done?
Yeah, you want to be sneaky. Slow mo rat.
Perfect area for a mole rat around here. Under the ground where it's nice and cool.
Oh, we should have been riding through
It
town.
occurs to me that I still don't know
Burning them out.
Crystals.
Yeah, like candy at a parade.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
Finally, someone that
I
agrees
suppose
with
it could have been
me.
worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
I think that's about as good as you're gonna get.
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
Wouldn't that be great?
And
how that,
please,
like, if that actually
feel
worked
free to
in real
send
life?
one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
All right then. Get all of Sid's sloppy seconds.
Omialostelan. Tuhisakelis.
I hope it can close its eyes.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive.
What an embarrassing real name.
So be sure not to let me down. I have a
Like
reputation to
Gerald.
uphold.
Through the gate.
We're gonna shop first?
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Look how famous we are. 335?
Yeah.
So much fame.
What is it now? You and I?
A lot more in common than you think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
What?
What? You didn't think Rosina Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets, put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble. Alas, she was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That's why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligation to Renz and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That is, until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance. Rather muddied the waters. Still, I suppose there's enough of me to go around. Do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you?
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
Veritable oasis, with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers, to serve the needs of the miners who work at Drake's Fang, and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from prying eyes and grasping fingers, the Republican excisemen. Not that edicts from Rendella carry much weight in these parts. Dalamil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
They did.
They did until Kupka built the castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalamil has been Titan's fiefdom since then. While his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in exercising their authority, which I'm sure I don't need to tell you is absolute. So you see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection. My predecessors, chief among them.
How very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalmacia and Waloed, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil would be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would be rushing to thank you for the service you have done them, if, of course, they had any idea you had done it. Of course, as long as we remain reliant on the power of crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy and needy
Simply
creatures.
no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every mother crystal in the twins, and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. Do try not to disappoint me. Alright, he's on board with the mission.
Nice.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Supposed to call me Sid.
My mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm new in town.
It's curved.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask.
Hello. Sandy?
I could give you I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Except carving out a niche. quest names are fun.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
More quests to be had as well. Oh, quite a bit more.
Fresh bread,
You're the-
warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
It? Right.
Plates and pots, towels and basins. Everything I've worked for. Ruined.
Bathhouse.
All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
This man is distraught.
Right.
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of... I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces.
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in my livelihood. My...
Okay. Must be some sort of fire creature heating things up. I take it. Alright, we need to talk to someone else about a knife.
I'll be asking for you again.
Hanging lantern! Ah, they've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Knife. That's gonna be the, yeah, there's fire dudes over there. Who can we talk to about a knife?
Still a knife guy.
I picked up another quest too.
Oh, okay.
Gotta go fight some fire dudes to fix the baths.
It would make a
I'll see a
Is it true what I'm
marker for,
Got a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
talk to the baker.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how
Talk to
rocky
that
the
lady?
road.
Nah, she's a bathhouse. I suppose I could.
The baths are, closed for...
The bathhouse dude gave me my other quest. Talk to someone about
My carpets.
What this person?
Him.
Clive,
Oh yeah.
best of luck.
No hippie balls, right?
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Up here?
Upstairs? The inn woman behind you? You talk to her?
I can't let anyone in until I've cleaned up the mess you and your friend made.
Unhelpful.
Get to it.
You're going to drink my pockets dry, then just stop.
I need a drink.
Fucking man of the wrong.
A little lost.
Can't even fill my cup.
Well, I guess we can go take care of this one. Oh wait.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
You must have used one, right? Like you were a soldier.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
Sharp and resilient. I think we could have figured that one out on our own, Clive.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Alright, let's have a...
Ah, I'm not too late. What is it, Lupul? A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound? To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka. Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Telmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies. Not by choice, at least. And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead. Isn't there always? If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
Who cares?
Not before Kupka does, anyway. Well, so long as you have a plan.
He's got, like, both sides look like they will accept buttons, and yet there are no buttons on his vest.
Well, I don't think they're actually made for tying buttons. I think it's made for tying strings. Everything that everybody's wearing is laced.
Alright, well, we'll go around, hit this, go back, turn it in, and turn the other one in.
Okay.
Come on. Run like the
This way, I
wind.
think.
I don't think so. That's a dead end.
Come on, girl, again. Yes!
That way.
What the hell are those things?
Vaguely.
Quite. It must be up here.
Yep. They can't hear you up there.
Rest.
Suppose not.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. We'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Something awful.
Alright, let's go. Quite pretty.
Oh, desert roses.
Bombs!
They just look like the fire slimes, don't they?
By the flames. That explains the heat.
There's a couple of them.
Bath bombs? Oh my gosh.
Nice try.
Oh, that was cool.
It's a win again.
She's just
Punch whatever's in front of me.
punching in a circle. These bouncing balls.
Take some damage. Ah.
Old Faithful. It's got a cute little crown on its head, Rick. It's so cute. Look at the crown.
Much damage. Should do it.
This
So it
fight
did.
was very difficult to follow. Hooray!
Woot.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's
we
hope
can
it's
fast
enough to
travel
keep the
back to
baths from
town.
boiling.
Thinking.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
New trade.
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Please tell me we finished the quest.
She did.
The finest fabrics.
Wait,
fresh
we have to search for the trader? Where'd
yes.
he go then?
Yes.
Well, let's turn this one in.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Bet he found her. And trouble.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't you, man?
Get a free bath?
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Bath bombs.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Dalamil carving knife.
Would be convenient. But I fear not. Said he gave us 0 money. Ooh, there you go.
That's nice. We do like that ignition cooldown. What are you thinking?
Thinking of ignition.
Okay. What does Direwolf Jess do?
Combo damage increases by 5%. Speaking of ignition, can we spin any points? Let's see. What do we got? Mastery is just putting it in a slot, right?
Yeah.
It's not terribly useful.
Check out the Titan moves, or do we already look at those?
Well, upgrade Wind Up, your favorite.
It does look pretty funny.
Be a bit of a help. What's the other one? Raging Fist.
This seems pretty good. Attack potency.
Alright, we can do both. No, almost.
The juiciest meat from Greens.
It would make us
My carpets have pride of place.
Is this the right way? Yes.
For the metal trader.
Right.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, her uncle's beating us.
I'm surprised he's lighter.
Through.
It's that one right there.
So it is. Tried to stop here before.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me.
Oh, God.
I gotta get limestone, too?
Seriously?
Fine. I can
The
hardly
two-parter.
abandon you now.
I think there's stuff behind us.
I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
Not that
You'll
much.
have no
surely.
trouble finding limestone.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are.
Oh man, we're just at the
Do you
terraces.
crush it up, or just...
Yeah.
We go.
All the way to the other side of town. Not on the cliff, babe.
Come on. So I gotta go through the town.
Yeah. Which makes me sad. But you should be able to just run right through it.
Not ride, though.
That'll do, girl.
Sadly.
Yep.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Yes,
Take a
they're
sniff,
quite
good
soft.
sir.
Not in town either.
Silken softness.
Only Skip.
Plates and buds.
Wait
Skip
inside.
to my limestone.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Do you have water indeed?
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
No, we
have
to
to
be a
mine
miner.
first.
A mine.
The same thing.
Miners, not miners.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
We have to take it back to Sava?
Blacksmith. Right?
Wait, I thought Sava was the merchant, not the blacksmith. I hope it's a blacksmith, because that's closer.
Ah, they're working together.
Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
Fresh bread,
Night
warm
meat and
from the
dark.
oven.
It would make a
The
fine
finest fabrics, fresh from the...
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
I need 7 more pieces.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Carving.
That'll do, I reckon.
Looks like it's made of
A knife
flint.
forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
Sounds like
What
he's
do I think indeed?
Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
Please tell me this isn't like
No, I
step
was so
1 of this
certain I had it
whole
all
quest
worked
line.
out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer.
You didn't have him scared
you'll have
about
an
its
anvil
wits
of your
all the
own.
time and just actually teach him.
Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Thanks, game.
You passed your test.
Had to mention it again.
That's all that matters.
I think we figured it out.
You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Sounds good. Hold you to it.
But is he gonna make it light, brittle, or heavy duty?
Goblin coin.
Woot.
Thank you for the sub, Adam.
Sweep team.
Hope your evening is going well.
Can we finally leave this town?
Let us leave this godforsaken place.
Needed to a silken softness.
Off to Drake's Fang.
Thank goodness we can just kill people like we're meant to.
Hanging lanterns.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's over.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Right up.
Let's go.
The bird can teleport. So we should just teleport
Faster.
while we're on the bird. Then we wouldn't have to ride anywhere.
I don't think that saved any time, babe. So then you ran just face first into a wall. Left.
Look at this.
Swing, swing. A potion.
Oh. Thought I was full up on them.
Maybe it healed you just a tiny bit.
Going in this direction.
Get that damned wagon
Nope.
fixed. Unless
That'll
you'd
be
rather
fixed
our men
once
in
we're
Delaware
done.
starved.
Yep. And then he has to walk in a different direction.
Alright. Let us cut off Titan's head this time.
This is the jaw.
Gotta cut the nape. That's how you do it.
Yay, we've activated his obelisk.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
What?
Kuku will be hiding inside.
It's like a nest made of broken
Along
eggshells.
with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert.
Gotta go through the mine.
You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
Oh, you're leaving?
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back.
We're taking
Had
it
I
back.
the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know.
Like Sid?
Oh, like Papa.
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me.
I mean, we've also
Just like your brother.
married horrible woman. Jill going to betray us?
Impossible.
Well then, this is where we
She
must
could kick
part
our
ways.
ass.
Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
He hasn't died yet.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
Torgal does love his nuts.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Maybe we should have asked Jill if she wanted to come.
She's healing.
Okay.
Alright. I think we will go and fight Kupka next time.
Next time?
Next time.
Okay.
It will be a great rematch. Probably.
What are you talking about? You chopped the sucker's arms
It
off.
seems like they're healing him, so I mean, I don't know. I think maybe there might be another fight.
Sucked out a bunch of his Titan power.
Yeah, we also didn't fight him like as his Titan, really.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is if he turns into Titan again, will Titan just be smaller?
I don't know. I imagine there's going to be like an Ifrit Titan match.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna like straight up arm wrestling match, whatever the heck.
Arm wrestling.
Yeah.
We might win that one. Just maybe. But
He's
we're
got
gonna
like
be,
a rocket-powered shoulder or something like that. It's pretty cool.
but we're gonna be back Wednesday with more Final Fantasy 16.
For your relaxed gaming watching needs.
Indeed. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good evening.
I hope we live through the next fight.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.